Hey there, Sean. Hope you're having a great day today. As your video lesson, it's your one topic I want to talk about. I'll talk about said topic, and if you have questions or want me to look at anything, feel free to shoot me a message on over, and I'll do my best to answer. So let's get to it. So what I'd like to do, I know we've been doing "Ripple" by the Grateful Dead last lesson. I figured maybe something change of pace might be kind of good for you too. I was thinking Weezer's "Buddy Holly" would be a good tune to do. This one's an E-flat tuning. I'm going to keep it in standard today, and if you want to, if you want to play the recording, tune everything down -20 on Guitar Tune, or if you have one of your fancy pedals, or use your clip-on tuner, just go, say, instead of playing E, it would be D sharp. On the 5th string, it would be a G sharp. Go slow so you can write all this down. C sharp on the 4th string. F sharp on the 3rd string, go A sharp on the 2nd string, and then finally D sharp on the 1st string. And that's the tuning right there. And I'll go through the verse and the pre-chorus, and then next time, if everything looks good, I'll show you the chorus, and we'll go from there. So the verse, the song is nothing crazy. It's actually a really great power chord and movable minor song to do. So the first thing we have for the verse is an F sharp 5, and it's just all straight down strokes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you're going to go up here to an A5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. With a little bit of fuzz, it would sound something like this. So a fuzz pedal would work perfect in this song. So that's the verse. It basically goes back and forth that twice, I think. If you want to hear what it sounds like in E-flat tuning, I'll just move everything down a fret, it would sound like this. But since we're keeping a standard tuning, it's going to be this. Do that twice. Then you get to the pre-chorus. The definitely that we'll talk about that in a second. So the pre-chorus starts off with a D5. That's a root 5 power chord. And 3 and 4 and. He's going to go down a half step. He's going to go to C sharp. 1 and 2. And then he's going to do a root 4 power chord, which you haven't seen too many of these. You could have jumped up here easily for this F sharp right here, but I think for a change of pace, we'll just do a root 4 power chord. 1 and 2 and. Now, when you do that, you gotta be careful. 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. What I'm doing there, when I do that power chord, with that right there, I take the pinky off. If you didn't, it would sound like this. It would sound awful for this song. So it's just a partial power chord, just these 2 fingers on that F sharp 5 power chord right there. Or. But this one might be kind of fun to do a root 4. Right, this note here is F sharp. Go back 2 frets, up 2 strings. That's an F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and repeat. 5, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you got a full power chord there. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to add my middle finger here to the power chord on root 5, and I end up with a movable minor shape. This I used it earlier today in the lesson we did Rebel Rebel by David Bowie. There's a section there. It's a power chord, root 5. Any root 5 power chord you have, and you add the middle finger to it on the 2nd string, you end up with a minor chord. So instead of doing the bar, you just a minor shape of this. We'll talk more about that when you're in synchronous lesson with me, not asynchronous. So we have D, and 2, and 3, and 4, and no middle finger yet, and then I put the middle finger in 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So chorus one more time. That chorus may be different. Yes, it is. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next time. Awesome, man. So work on the verse and the pre-chorus of Buddy Holly, and if everything was good, I'll see you same time next time. Take care.